In this episode, I'm here with Austin Foley of Fit Pro Tracker, my favorite CRM and marketing tool for gyms and fitness studios. I decided to have Austin on the show because he is so good at keeping up to date with some industry trends and statistics, and I brought him on to be able to share with us some of the most recent findings and stats of what the industry is holding so that we as entrepreneurs in the space can know exactly where we're going and what we need to do next. So enjoy the show. Hello, everybody. Welcome back to another episode of the GSD Show. I've got something real fun for you guys today. In order for you to really be a leader in this industry, for you to be a successful visionary, it's very important for you to be able to see ahead and understand all the different variables that are affecting the industry that you're working in. And so joined with me today is Austin from Fit Pro Tracker. What's up, man? How you doing?
Thank you, Mike. I greatly appreciate it.
Absolutely. So if you guys don't know, Fit Pro Tracker is an awesome CRM and marketing tool for the industry. One of my personal favorites. I actually invested in the company, but we're not talking about Fit Pro Tracker today. The reason I've got Austin on is because Austin is truly a guy that just has a ton of data, a ton of stats on the industry and where it's going and what's happened over 2022 and 2021 and what trends we can see from that. So Austin, you ready to dive in a little bit?
Let's rock and roll. Now hold on, because there's going to be a lot of stats that are going to be getting thrown out here in the next couple of minutes.
And I'm gonna be diving into some of those as well, because I may have some stuff internally that we can work with between the 1,000 studios we work with. Sound good?
Hey, that sounds great.
Are your leads slipping through the cracks? Does managing your software keep you up at night? Does customer support take days, weeks, or even months to get back to you? We get it. Fit Pro Tracker was developed by gym owners for gym owners. With Fit Pro Tracker, you can easily process payments, create and sell products, schedule your sessions, market your business, and communicate with your contacts, all in one fitness software. See why hundreds of gym owners are making the switch to Fit Pro Tracker today.
So where do you want to start? You said you got a bunch of data. Let's hear. Where do you want to start?
Man, you know what? Let's kind of, in 2022, there was a study done by ATH, and they surveyed around, it was 933 Americans, and they wanted to see and break down what exactly they were spending their money on. And it was fascinating to see those numbers come out, especially right after COVID. And so they said the average American in health and fitness spends $503 a month. That's a month.
On what?
On fitness and health. So whether it was, working out or memberships or, the protein powders, they're spending money. So like if you break that down, so that's a month. Now a year, it was over $6,000 that they were spending. And if it was over their lifetime, we're talking over $368,000 that the average American is spending on their health and what they're eating.
Through the lifespan. It's a house.
It's a house.
It's a good house.
That's a great house.
Yeah. Okay. Awesome. And that's gone up, because I remember I looked at something that the data was from like 2017, 2016, and it was like $200 and something. So people are definitely spending a lot more money now on health and wellness.
Health and wellness. And, it was interesting because as we're looking at this data and it started looking back at that industry, and you saw it dip down during COVID, but then it's now creeping back up. So now we're in 2023, but this is back in 2022, and it's even higher. So we're very excited about that.
Okay. What else we got?
So we're going to break it down. So first we're going to go off of supplements. So $150 so per month. So 3.68% of Americans are spending over $150 for supplements.
So that's like the people that spend the most. That's the 3%, 3 to 4% of people.
3%, 4% of people are spending over $150 a month. Now in a lifetime, that's going to be close to $90,000. So you could buy over $100,000, and you could buy like a Tesla with that.
Wow. Model X.
Model X.
Yeah.
There you go. And then 11% are spending over $100 for supplements a month.
Okay.
So that's, and you break that down, and over a lifetime, what that comes out to is, close to $49,000 that they're spending over a lifetime, spending over $100 a month on their supplements.
And what's the average spending? I know you got your notes there. What's the average spend?
So the average spend is close to, let's look at it. It's around $68.
So the top 3% are spending over 150. The top 11% are spending over 100. And then the average is about $68 a month on just supplements.
Just supplements alone.
Wow.
It's incredible. And so that industry definitely is starting to see an uptick. And that includes, the proteins, protein water, that type of stuff.
They're buying it anyway. So the gyms and studios that, you guys are listening into the show, if you have supplements and you're not selling them, and by the way, not selling them means when I say that, if you have them up on your shelf and they're available for purchase, but no one's talking about them, you're missing out. They actually are buying it anyway. $68 with the average American spending. And the top 11% are probably the people that you're working with. So those are the people that are spending $100 to $150 a month on supplements anyway.
Yep.
So now if you don't offer supplements and you have a model it's normal to do so, you're wasting. In fact, the top gyms that we work with, they're averaging 10 to 12% of their revenue is coming from supplement or retail sales, ancillary sales. So that's supplements, that's retail, that's all that. We have one guy actually here out in Arizona. How much revenue does this bring in for you guys, and how soon before you start selling something from that bar, that whole retail center?
So the whole retail center we're averaging about 10K a month right now.
10K a month? Mm-hmm. Wow. So I don't think you're at 100K yet per month. So that's more than 10% of your revenue.
Yeah.
Yes.
Which that's target. So you guys are doing probably like what, 14, 15%?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So that's pretty good.
Yeah.
That's about.
They're doing about 14, 15% Funk Fit. And MTK Gym, I think they just did 21,000 in retail sales last month, or ancillary sales, which includes supplements and retail.
I love it. And see, there is an avenue, and there's a huge avenue, and that's something that's huge inside that fitness world, and that's what we're seeing in the different gyms and studios.
Right.
And now we're weight loss. So that's another thing. So we have supplements. Now we're going to go into weight loss.
Okay.
45 million Americans put themselves through a diet each year.
45 million. Okay.
45 million.
So when you think of that, you divide that, you're talking almost $1 million per state, or 1 million people per state.
14% of Americans spend upwards of $733 a year just for weight loss supplements.
14%.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's
Above-
top 14%.
Exactly, of
Wow.
unwanted pounds. And
Okay.
then what's another crazy stat is 39.38% of Americans spend anywhere between $50 to $100 when it comes to weight loss supplements. Yeah.
Okay.
It's this industry and has definitely been growing. Now, Mike, I just want you to take a guess. Which state do you think spends the most when it comes to purchasing weight loss supplements?
Probably New York,
Great. But now let's on the West Coast.
California.
California, you got to get that California bod, right?
The actors, the beach, all that stuff. Okay.
So that is the number one state that is been purchasing weight loss.
Investing into weight loss
Yes.
stuff. Okay. Very cool.
Now we're going into energy. So that's kind of, now we're breaking it down. So now we're in energy. So 92% of Americans are purchasing energy supplements each month.
That includes coffee, though.
Includes coffee,
Okay.
energy drinks, the 5-hour energy. So 92%, and that includes me. My wife
Right.
and I, we love our coffee.
Right, right.
But we buy
So-
the cheaper stuff.
So what this is saying is people are looking to get more energy throughout their day.
Yep.
And we know that being active, being in a regimen of fitness, that alone will give you your energy. But people are looking for it. They want energy. 92% of people are investing in some level of energy supplements.
Some level of
Okay.
energy. I mean, that's a big percentage that are investing. The average person is spending either $14 to $150 per supplement, and that includes like Red Bulls, that includes coffee. So that's kind of the range that they spend, either 14 to 150.
I'm all jacked up on Mountain Dew.
And then we kind of jump down to protein. So on a global market, the protein industry in 2021 was worth over $20 billion. It's 20.47.
And so is there any breakdown on that?
So let's look. So 93% of Americans are purchasing monthly protein supplements.
Okay. So, and that includes everything, protein powder, protein bars.
Chips. There's even protein water.
Really? Oh, that's right. I actually get protein water at my gym.
How do you like it? Do you like it?
Yeah, it's actually pretty good. It's like an orange flavor protein. I can't remember what the name of it. It's an orange bottle. It's probably like 20, 22 ounces, something like that. And it's an orange flavor protein water. It's got like 20 grams of protein in it, I think.
Oh man, I gotta try it.
And there's nothing else in it. I feel like
I
think
gotta
it's just
try
whey protein.
And it doesn't taste bad or anything?
It's actually, no, it tastes good. I drink it like throughout my workout.
Oh, I gotta try it. I gotta
Yeah,
try it
yeah.
because that's something I looked at when I saw protein water. I was like, I gotta get this.
Yeah,
This
yeah.
is really good.
So this includes like popcorn, the protein popcorn, protein chips, all that stuff.
Rice Krispie treats, cookies, cereal.
They have protein Rice Krispie treats.
Yeah, they have protein Rice Krispie treats. Yeah.
See, I need to get that.
Let me tell you a story. When I was in college, right, I had no money. I put myself through college, and I was like, I just have protein, but I also have coffee, right? And so what I ended up doing, my roommates always gave me the hardest time, because what I would do is I would make my coffee, and we had no money to, like, get creamers or whatnot
Yeah.
during college. And I would take that creamer and I would take the protein powder and I would put it in my coffee, and then I would stir it, and we didn't have any
Does it
mugs.
taste good?
No, it tasted horrible, but I was getting 2 bang for a buck. So I was getting my coffee and I was getting my protein all in one, and all my roommates were
When you're in college, you don't go for taste.
Right.
I'm eating ramen noodles. Yeah, I get it. Okay,
so,
awesome.
So that's you know what? I think I might have just came up with a great, Shark Tank idea.
Yeah, no, I don't think so. No, I don't think it's gonna make it. All right, what else you got?
So then there's some other really cool stats that are happening in the industry, which really surprised me when it comes to, these owners of these gyms and studios, and when it comes to referrals inside this industry that have just come out. And I'm excited to tell you about them, because this is more geared towards, referrals. Did you know that the United States has the most fitness centers in the world?
I did. I would assume that.
Kind of
I
assume
would
that.
assume that. Yeah.
Right. And what they're saying is this global and the worldwide, it's worth around $96 billion.
Okay.
And in 2000 alone, there was 106,000 fitness centers spread throughout the United
In
States.
what year?
In 2022.
2022.
Yep. There was 106,000 fitness centers in
Okay.
the United States.
Okay.
And over 2,122 fitness centers per state. So a little over 2,000
What's the average?
by the average.
Because when you take that and you divide it by 50, that's your average.
Right.
Because there's no way California and Delaware got the same amount of studios,
That's
right?
true. That's
Yeah.
true. Or Wyoming.
Right, right.
And then 39% of Americans are a member of a gym.
What is that?
39% of Americans
Are a member of a gym.
are a member of
Okay.
a gym. And then 41% of those are looking to lose weight.
So I remember in 2000, when I looked at another stat, it was as low as like 20-something percent. So that's already almost doubled.
Right.
Yeah. Okay.
And it's interesting that has come out even after COVID.
Okay.
And then they're saying that 15% of respondents spend over $100 a month when it comes to memberships.
50. Okay. So they're spending on the more premium options versus a Planet Fitness yeah, got it. Okay.
And then when it comes to, like business stats, when it comes to gyms, we have like referrals. So for instance, it's 16% higher lifetime value compared to a non-referred client. So your lifetime value of a client, if they're referred, is 16% higher than if they weren't referred.
Okay.
And
that makes sense.
And one of the things that we've noticed, especially, is creating that community inside that your facility. So if you create that facility or create that community, and then suddenly you ask people to refer, like you do on yours,
Mhm.
on the people that you coach, that when that person gets referred, their lifetime value goes up 16%.
So what we've noticed is when you're referred in, you're more likely to stay longer as an actual member. But on top of that, if you're referred in, what we've noticed is it's the referrals are usually coming from the members that are spending the most money because they like the product the best, probably getting the best results. If you got the best results usually generated from the best programs.
Right.
If you referred me to your gym, I'm not even looking at the options. I'm just going to go, I just want to do what Austin's doing. Right. So yeah, I can make sense of they stay longer, they spend more. That makes sense to me.
Right. And it's all about that community. So if you create that community, you invite them, man, people don't want to leave.
Right.
Especially when I was doing my facility, it was almost all word of mouth. It wasn't that we were doing any advertising. It was, hey, let's train with Austin. We love his encouragement. We love doing this. And then I was asking people to refer. And I think the hardest part is actually making the ask.
Yeah.
Right. You need to ask, hey, do you have any friends and family that want to work out?
Yeah. It's the easiest part, but it's the least done.
Right.
No one, because you think, I don't want to bother people.
Right.
I don't want to be greedy. And it's like, look, you're helping people. They're good. The community's going to get stronger if they're surrounded around people they know.
Mm-hmm.
And at the end of the day, too, if they're getting results, that's a good thing. Their friends probably want results too. So a lot of people just don't think about it.
Right.
And you'll be surprised when you just introduce asking for a referral, how many referrals are actually generated. And then all of a sudden you become a believer. But until then, you're thinking no one's going to give me one, right? So anyway, I think it also might say a little bit more about the person, right? If you're not the type of person to just go refer people, you're probably thinking everyone's like you.
Right.
But in reality, my wife, she likes something, she's telling everyone.
Right.
I'm like that too.
Mm-hmm.
If I start watching a show I like, all you are going to know about it. All right, go ahead.
Perfect. And then they're saying that with referrals, it's a 30% higher conversion rate when it comes to sales.
That makes sense. Yep.
Because it's getting referred over.
Right.
And then 43% of potential leads are more likely to buy a product that they're referred to by a friend. So going back to, if you're selling different products inside your facility, if that's being referred, you have a 43% more likely that someone's going to buy that.
That would make sense.
And then 58% of customers seek reviews before making their decision.
That makes sense as well. I do that. I'm surprised it's not higher, actually.
Yeah. And I think that's one of the big things that we've noticed, especially in the industry, is people asking for reviews and then sending them the link. Hey, you enjoyed this workout, or you've been with a member for us for a month.
Yeah.
Here's a link, make a review. So that's why it's important that they are making those reviews, sending out those links and making that ask.
Yeah. All right, cool. Austin, that was a bunch of data. I don't know if there's anything else in there. You got anything else or no?
I think my computer's starting to cook from all this data.
Okay. All right, man. Well, hey, I appreciate you being on the show. Guys, if you haven't checked out Fit Pro Tracker yet, it is the top. As far as everything that it can do, it's a top CRM for fitness studios, for gyms out there. More franchises are starting to use it now. I'm recommending, like I said, I'm an investor in the company. I think it's a great, great product. And we're going to be doing some cool stuff around at GSD Con Sales in Vegas, May 6th and 7th. I can't wait either. So good having you, man. Thank you, everybody, for watching and tuning in. We'll see you next week.